Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a full face of Chanel Beauty only. I'm so in love with this look. It is actually inspired by one of their campaigns. This look of Kristen Stewart just looks so beautiful. It's smoky, it's sultry, I love it. Mine is a little bit lighter than this. It's definitely, inspired by this look. I think it's just so stunning. I went to 2 different stores at 2 different times and picked up everything myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the way, so my mom had given me this like big Chanel brooch a couple years ago, and today I really wanted to wear it for this video, and I thought it'd go really well with this cardigan, but I could not find it. I know I haven't lost it, it's somewhere. So I was like, what do I do? And I have these earrings and I just put it on, and it's a little DIY Chanel brooch situation. I think it turned out pretty cute. Anyway, it's really hot in here, so I'm gonna take this off and let's get into this video. I'm gonna start with my base, and I'll be using this foundation, which sounds so interesting and cool. I've already used this a couple of times. So this one I picked up first before I even knew I was gonna film something like this, but I was walking around the Pacific Palisades Village, and there's a Chanel store there, and I walked in and they were telling me about this product and how it's mostly water. I can't remember if it was like 70% or 90% water. It just gives you this luminous, dewy kind of finish and evens out your skin tone. So I was like, I'm very interested in trying this, and so I picked this up, and I've already used this a few times. I actually like it. It doesn't provide that much coverage, so let's just go ahead and put it on, but it's literally water, so you have to be very, very, very careful. So when you buy this foundation, it comes with a small kabuki brush, and I'll put this on the screen so you can see what it looks like. I actually left that at home because I washed it and I completely forgot to bring it. But just so you know, it does come with a small little kabuki brush, which is actually really, really cute. So I'm just going to use my Bobbi Brown brush actually just to buff this in. I know that when I was purchasing it, they were telling me how it works really well with their kabuki brush, and I should try to stick to using it with that. But I have so many kabuki brushes and I feel like they all kind of like do the same thing. So I feel like it works just as well with any kabuki brush. It's just water. Look at that. So this just gives you a very light and luminous kind of, do you see that? Light and luminous coverage. You do need to use a concealer to pinpoint and conceal, because as you can tell, this isn't necessarily going to cover anything. It's just gonna even out your skin tone if you have any redness, give you a little tan maybe. So this is just one layer, 2 pumps total. So the one thing that I will say about this formula is that it's not buildable. It is what it is. It's super sheer. It evens out the skin tone, but it doesn't necessarily provide coverage. Therefore, no matter how much you put on, it's not gonna like make a difference. So I would say that it's not a buildable formula if that is something that you're looking for. So this concealer I picked up specifically for this video, so I will kind of tell you guys the story behind every product and why I picked it up. So this is the concealer that I picked up in the shade 20 Beige, and I mean the packaging is so cute and the color is perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this for the first time on camera, so let's just see how it goes. So I'm just gonna apply this directly under my eyes. Ooh, it feels nice. It kind of reminds me of the NARS Radiant Creamy when I'm applying this, but a lot lighter, I feel. A little more watery, I would say. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this with the same kabuki brush. I feel like I need a smaller brush to get in to the little corners. Okay, I love this concealer. I'm so surprised that I hadn't picked this up sooner. I'm gonna apply a little more just to see if it's buildable. It doesn't have a scent, which is nice. There's no like fragrance in it. Not that I can smell it. It's a light to medium coverage. I mean, it goes on really beautiful. It's lightweight, but I would say it's buildable. At first, it kind of reminded me of the NARS Radiant Creamy, but once you blend it, it's definitely a lot different. The Radiant Creamy is a little bit thicker, whereas this one's a little more watery and lighter. So that's, I would say, the difference. So the one thing I didn't pick up from Chanel is a setting powder, because I have so many setting powders and I just was like, you know what, let's just stick to what I have. That's one thing I definitely want to pick up next time, but I'm just going to use another setting powder. This is a Laura Mercier one, and set the under eyes. I think another reason why I didn't pick up the setting powder is because it was so big. I love travel-friendly, smaller setting powders. I'm gonna do my brows before I move on to my bronzer, and I actually have 2 brow products from Chanel, and I've had these for a minute, so I have used both of them. I feel like the pencil's obviously a lot easier to use, and the color's great, but this kit is kind of nice because it comes with a ton of different things. It comes with 2 brushes, a spoolie, and tweezers, so it's kind of a nice little travel package page. But again, if you want something simple and easy, the pencil is a lot quicker, I guess, to use. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use the pencil today. Okay, so there's this one little hair sticking out here and it is really bothering me. The tweezers are actually quite good. I'm also gonna use the powder a little bit just on the bottom just to shape it really well. I'm going to use the clear gel just to set everything and make sure that my brows don't move. I've also had the brow gel for about 6 months or so, so I have used this. It's not like the strongest hold. I would say it's more of like a light to medium hold, but I think it works if you have thin brows. Like I have pretty thin and fine brows, so I feel like it works for me. Instead of using the popular cream Chanel bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, which I feel like if you followed me for a long time, you're very familiar with this because I used to use this all of the time. I feel like in every single video for a long time, and I love this. This is actually not even supposed to be a bronzer. They call it like a glowing powder. Healthy glow luminous color is what they call it. So this is in the shade Deep. I personally love this a lot more than the cream formula. I mean, the cream formula is great. It's a cult classic for them. I feel like so many people love and use it. For me, I think this is such a gorgeous formula. I'm just gonna get this on the hollows of my cheeks and then my forehead. It just gives you such a beautiful sun-kissed glow, which is so hard to get with powder products, but this is a baked formula, so I feel like it's just so stunning. I feel like a lot of people don't know about this because again, it's not meant to be a bronzer, but man, if you have light to medium skin tone, I would highly recommend checking this out. Comes in 4 different shades. I have a bit of an obsession with blushes. I love blushes. I don't think I could do my makeup without using a blush. So when it came to picking one, I could not. So I ended up buying 2. I got the cream one and the powder one because I actually use both formulas. I love both kinds of blushes, but they're both kind of in the same color scheme because I love a good peach blush. So I think I'll use both today just to see how it works. It's going to be my first time using it. So I'll start with the cream blush, and this is in number 24. Okay, this is so stunning. Wow. It almost looks lighter on camera, but in person it looks so pretty. I really don't think I need to use a powder blush on top of this because it already looks so pretty, but I'm just gonna try this out on one side and see how it works. It comes with a small brush, but I can never use these. It's too streaky. I like a good fluffy blush brush. Yeah, that's a little much, but now I feel like I need to do it on this side just to even it out. So far, I love the cream formula. It is so stunning. Wow. It's buildable too, which is great. I'm gonna use a powder highlighter from them, and this is more of like a champagne shade. Really beautiful. I'm just gonna use my fingers actually and apply it on the high points of my cheeks and then blend it. That way it looks a little bit more creamy on the skin. A small amount goes a long way. For my eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna be using this one, and this is so pretty. They have a ton, but I feel like this is my favorite one from like the color selections. This is number 4. It is just all warm tones, browns, nudes, that rich kind of red shade that I just think is so beautiful. So like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna be creating this look. So her eyes are super rich and warm. I love this look so much. So I'm gonna put this in front of me so I can do, you know, as close to Kristen's look as possible. So I'm gonna start with a fluffy brush. This is the Sona Cosmetics brush. And I'm gonna pick up this transition shade first. It's like a taupey brown, and I'm gonna apply this on my crease. The shadow blends in really nicely on the skin. It's like a creamy powder. Very luxurious formula, I would say. Next, I'm gonna pick up the red shade using the same brush, and I'm gonna pack this all over my eyelid. Wow. I am obsessed with this. Her bottom lash line is very smudgy and sultry, so I'm gonna use the same color on my bottom lash line, and I'm using the tip of the brush. So she definitely has a lot of brown in her eye look as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the deepest brown in the palette, and I'm just gonna apply that on the outer corners first just to see the tone. It honestly looks like they used this exact palette, although hers looks a little bit creamier, so I don't know. I'm also getting that brown color on my bottom lash line, and then I'm also using that lighter brown, which is this shade right here, and I'm kind of just blending out all of the harsh edges and again adding a little bit more brown to the look, so it's a little bit more dimensional. All right, now with a fluffy, clean brush, I'm just gonna kind of go over all of the harsh edges, top, bottom, everywhere. I feel like she has a brown liner or maybe even a black liner on the inner rim, but that's one thing I forgot to pick up because I actually didn't know I was gonna create this look. So I'm just gonna use the Persona Cosmetics brown liner on the inner rim, but that's one thing I need to pick up from Chanel is a liner just to test it out. I'm gonna stop here and curl my lashes, move on to mascara. I feel like the eyes are dark enough. I know that Kristen's is like super dark and sultry, but I feel like this is, for me, like this is my comfort zone. Anything darker might not look as pretty on me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. So mascara was another hard thing for me to choose because they had quite a few, and I went with this one because it just sounded the most volumizing, and it's number 10. Haven't used this yet, so let's just go ahead and use it for the first time. It looks really pretty on. It looks very feathery and it does give me a ton of volume, but it's very strange. It feels a little bit like, you know when mascara goes old and it's super dry? That's what it feels like. So I don't know what that is about, but that's just the formula. So this is what the mascara looks like. It's a little clumpy, it's a little dry for my taste. Not my favorite formula to be honest, but not horrible either. I mean, it kind of does what it says. It is volumizing, so if you don't mind that dry kind of formula, then you might like it. All right, moving on to the lips. Kristen has this gorgeous rich red and it's all matte, looks beautiful on her. I'm not sure exactly what shade she has on, but I picked up this one, which is so stunning. Look at that shade, oh my gosh. I've actually had this for a little bit, so some of the products, like I said, were brand new. So I have tried this before. It's a beautiful red. This is in the shade 152 and it's an all matte liquid lip. Looks like hers is a little bit more orangey red. This is a little bit more on the plum side. There's definitely a little more like pink plum hues to this. Normally when I wear a dark eye, I don't usually like to use a dark lip, but man, this girl knows how to rock it. So let's just see how it looks on me. This is a very comfortable formula. Wow. I feel like I should have removed my lip balm before putting this on because I feel like it's slipping just a tiny bit, but I think we'll make it work. So this isn't something I would typically do, but for the sake of matching her red, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this shade and apply it over this. Oh yeah, that's much better. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love how it turned out. I really love the lip. I think it's so velvety, so gorgeous. And for the holidays, I think it's so appropriate because it's smoky and sultry, but still wearable. And I feel like you could totally do a nude lip and make the look even more wearable and soft. So let me know your thoughts on the look, and also please let me know what brand you want to see next. I definitely want to do more of this because I honestly had the best time. I posted this on Instagram and I had you guys vote. There were a couple of brands and Chanel won, so I definitely want to do more of this. So let me know what brand you want to see next. Before I end the video, I do want to introduce something that I don't know if I'll do it in every single video, but I want to try and do this as much as I can at the end of my videos. I recently talked about how much I love to read, especially self-help books. I think they're just so incredible, they're inspiring, and it just kind of boosts your mood and motivates you to start your day. So I like to read at least a chapter a day from one of my favorite motivational books. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of highlight a section that I found the most inspiring from the week and kind of share it with you guys at the end of the video. I don't know if you're into this kind of thing, but let me know in the comments below. And also I share things like this more on Instagram because it's just so much faster and easier. As I'm reading it, I just snap a photo and share it. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, definitely follow me on Instagram, and this is my handle. I share this and also a lot of like healthy recipes and things over on stories. So anyway, so this is from the book Manifest Now, and it's just such an incredible and positive book. I find it super inspiring. So I'm gonna read page 205, and I find this so helpful and so true. I highly encourage you guys to also practice this and see if you see any difference in your mood and just your overall day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. She says, "My favorite thing to do when I wake up or before I go to bed is to count my blessings. I don't care what kind of challenges I'm facing. My reality isn't what's happening, but rather what I'm focusing on. I know my power is in my energy. Instead of seeing problems, I decide to focus on every little thing in my life that's blooming. Remember that attention is energy. Thoughts are energy. Words are energy. Emotions are energy. How you use the combination determines what you experience in your reality. You decide what you want to notice. Now is the time for you to switch it up. Don't give away your power to lack, lower vibration, negativity, or drama any longer. Renew your focus. You can rewire your brain to be happy simply by recalling 3 things you're grateful for every day for 21 days. So that's the little section that I found really inspiring from the book. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I truly believe in energy so much, and I truly believe that wherever you put your attention, energy goes there. So if you're constantly thinking about negative things or focusing on drama or focusing on, again, like negativity, that's where your energy is going to go, and that's what you're going to attract. So whenever I get a negative thought, I am so aware of it now. I just kind of stop, breathe, and notice that attention, notice that negativity, and I just divert my attention to something else. And what works is when you just say things that you're grateful for. Again, just like some of the blessings in your life, it could be something super small, like your hot cup of coffee or your health, and I feel like it totally diverts your attention and you just attract more positive things. So I thought that was really interesting and I want to share with you guys. Again, let me know if this is too cheesy for you, and if you don't care about this kind of stuff, then I will keep it on stories and we'll end it here. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you and happy holidays. Bye guys. I have 2 brow products. I'm gonna use